Hello everyone, welcome to Vrising. This is a brand new game that just released just a few hours ago. Basically in this video, I'm going to be showing you the do's and the don'ts for this game to kind of help you along your journey. This game does have a very nice in-depth tutorial, but it can be pretty long. And you're going to miss a lot of cool stuff at the very start too. So this really is just going to be a beginner's guide for those of you that are just starting to play this game. So before we go anywhere at all, let's explain some stuff we're seeing here on screen. So this up here in the top right hand corner, this is our cycle from day to night. If it is sunny out and it's daytime, you will burn. It can kill you, which you guys will probably see as we go a little bit further into this this video here. In the far top left-hand corner will always be the to-do stuff. All your quests, journal, all that stuff will always be up there and what to do. This is how you're going to progress very quickly in the game, by the way. Always be doing this stuff. Down here we have our hotbar. We have some different abilities like spacebar. You know, I can kind of shift a little bit, move a little bit faster. We have a shadow bolt. And we have this blood right, which counters. So something hits me, it knocks him back. And then in the center here, we have our pool of blood. Now you can see our blood type right now is frailed, which as we get outside here, we'll start consuming blood with F, and we'll get different blood types. If you collect enough of that blood type, it gives you different passive abilities as well. So let's go down here and just start hitting everything. Vase, everything can basically drop stuff. There should be some bones on the ground laying around here too. There we go, we got some bones from that. So really just hit everything you see. It's important to do so right now, especially at the start, because we have nothing. We will find bones just laying on the ground too, not these bones. You can't pick those ones up, they'll be highlighted. Alright, let's go up the steps. And it's going to dump us into a cemetery. Now when we get out here through these doors, pick up everything you can. You're going to need it. You can build bases in this game, by the way, which I will cover very in depth in another video, but we'll briefly be covering it in this video as well. But you really want to pick up everything you're seeing. So we're going to fight this skeleton right here. There's a pile of bones right there. Let's claim that. Now we can craft our bone sword. So if we press tab, we can go to crafting, and we're going to craft our bone sword. And this will automatically equip this into our hotbar as well. Now all this stuff you're seeing, all of this can give you different resources. We will be crafting tools in a second here, but if I just swing with my sword, you can kind of see we're going to get stuff from this. We're getting lumber. Getting stone, bones. If you see rats, pick them up. So right now we have a rat in our inventory. So you can see right here, this is our blood pool. So if I consume this rat, this will raise. See how that goes up? And this is important because if you press control, we have exposed vein and we have blood mend. This is how you're going to heal right now. And as we unlock different abilities and stuff, they will show up here as well. Now for our F here, which is feed, any living creature that has blood we can feed on, and that's how we get different blood types. And once we got a cemetery, I will show you guys that. So now it wants us to craft armor, and this is why it's really important to pick up stuff. So you can see we don't have enough animal hide to craft all this right now. We will in a second, but we're going to craft this stuff for now. We have just enough bones to craft those two pieces. So let's pick up this bone, and now we're about to leave the cemetery. And you're going to have an option here when you leave, which we'll get to just a second here. Now when those items craft, you can see I actually am wearing it right now. If I press tab, they will automatically equip if you're not wearing anything, or if you craft something that's better than what you're currently wearing, it will also equip it as well. Now I'm just going to quickly go through this gate, and we're going to have a choice. So we can either go to the right or we can go to the left. I recommend you go to the west. It's a little bit easier. Plus, we're going to get our first ability from going this way as well. So we're going to come down here. And what we're looking for now, guys, if I go to M, this will bring up our map. All these zones, which we're about to walk through, you're going to see once we start walking through stuff, this will be highlighted. We're looking for a wolf den. And we're looking at what's called the alpha wolf. And that's our goal right now, is to kill it. It's like the very first thing you should be doing right now. Now you're going to see here in a second, see how we can feed on it if I press F? This will give us the creature blood traits. So we're going to do this. You can see our blood type has changed. If I hover over this now you can see our blood type is creature, and it's tiered 1 through 5. So the more of this creature that we keep consuming, like that type of blood, it does give us these different like passive abilities. Like at level 4, it gives 150% increased healing regeneration, which is really huge. That's a lot. But where we want to be heading right now is we want to go right here. So with your right mouse button, you can actually set waypoints. We want to go to this island over here, which is not too far away. And what we're looking for is the alpha wolf. So there is going to be bosses in this game. You'll know when you see them. They're pretty noticeable. And if you kill them, they actually end up giving you like basically powers. It's pretty cool. Like for the wolf, for example, once we find this wolf and we kill it, we will end up having the ability to turn into a wolf ourselves. But the sun just came up, and that is that's a big deal. So right now we're in the shade, but watch when I stand in the sun. I'm gonna show you what happens. It gives you a few seconds, but you do start taking damage pretty quickly. It will kill you pretty quick. You just got to get back into the shade is all, and you'll be good to go. Now, it is always good to avoid fights if you can during the day, because the shade will move. So as the sun is, you know, rising and setting throughout the day, the shade's actually going to move on you a little bit. So where we want to go is right in here. So this is going to be a wolf den. Now, this does not mean that this alpha wolf is going to be in here. There's actually a few different wolf dens around the area, which I will show you guys. Basically, we're going to go from here. If it's not here, we're going to take this path down. We're going to go hang to the left and come up here. And right around this area, there's 2 more wolf dens. This wolf can basically be in anywhere in that general area. Hopefully we get lucky and it's just right here. So another really important thing, guys, I should have mentioned earlier and I didn't. If you look in our inventory, we have these blood essence. Let me get out of the sun. So we get blood essence when we kill living things. We need these basically to run our base, which we'll get to once we kill this wolf. It's the next thing on our list here. But they're very important to have. So as you're killing stuff, just make sure you hold on to these. There's no weight in this game or anything like that. You're not going to get boggled down for having too much in your inventory. So just really make sure you're picking those up. Alright, so we check our map now. We kind of unlocked a little bit more, give you a better insight. So as you're walking by stuff, you'll have these zones. So we have a bear territory, there's a bandit camp, there's a wolf den up there. This is the bandit logging camp. There's also a wolf den over here, but we're gonna walk up to this wolf den and see if we can hopefully find the wolf there. There is ways you can track these alphas, which I'll show you in a different video. There is the alpha wolf right there. That is it. That's what we want to fight. And we're going to let these guys fight this thing. Or let it kill it. The wolf's probably going to kill that thing, but oh, it's going for us. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to drag this wolf, if I can, to these people right here. This is perfect. This is what we want. Let these guys fight it out for a second. And this will help. This wolf's probably going to kill all these guys. But if you're not playing with a group of guys, if you're just playing by yourself, this is definitely going to help you try to get this thing done. This is probably the easiest way to do this by yourself, is just kiting it and using your R and your C. So when you counter with your C, it will heal you a little bit too. Oh, he missed that time though. I was going to show you, but what can you do? He's almost dead. And there we go, hold to extract blood. So we're going to extract the blood from this alpha, and you're going to see this will be your first transformation you get, your first like really good ability you get. And now we have the ability to transform into a wolf. So if I press Control, I can do wolf form. And now I'm a wolf, and you can see we're moving a lot faster. But first, I'm going to pick all this stuff up. There's a lot on the ground here. So now what we're going to do, this is the very last thing for this video, guys. And I'll have way more videos coming on this game. They'll be a lot more in-depth. This is kind of just give you a very general structure to start the game. It's just to help you get your feet a little wet and to give you a really good position to get further into the game. So if we look at our map, this is where we're going to go. We're going to go right in here, and we're going to start building the foundations of our first base. Now, as you progress through the journal, like right now, this is where you want to be, Lord of the Shadows. Make sure you're on that before you even do this part. It's not hard to get to it. You just want to make sure you're there, because this is where we're going to start building everything for our base, which I will be covering in another video as well. So what I recommend doing is building in this general area here. So we have to clear everything out, and the reason for this is that there's going to be some really big stuff going on in this area for a little bit of time when you're just starting out. You'll be going this bandit camp. There's a boss in here. There's a really good boss up in this area. And we have the cemetery, which is great for the lily, the bones, the grave dust. It's a great area to be. And we're getting attacked by a bear. So when we go to build, if we press B, it'll bring up our foundation menu. So right now we can create our castle hearts. Like, it's literally the heart of our base. If this gets destroyed, we lose our whole base. So you can see it costs 240 stone and 30 blood essence. Now, to get blood essence, if you don't already know, just by killing living creatures, animals, people, whatever, as long as it's alive and it's not dead, it will give you blood essence. And this is how you run everything in your base. So what we were just working on was I was clearing out the area to drop this foundation. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to drop it right there. Looks like a pretty good spot. And then we're going to start building some borders. So enough to start with anyway. And let's interact with this. And we're going to put all of our blood essence in this guy. Now, while we're doing this, I actually am at the part in the journal, like the quest line, that was going to walk us through a lot of this stuff already. But we're going to go through this together. So if I go to B again, we're going to come back here. Now, I don't have a ton of room, but it wants us to build a wooden coffin that we can sleep in. Not a problem. It wants us to build a stash. We can do that too. So if we go back to B, so we have production, exterior, lighting, fundamentals. So fundamentals will have all our basic stuff like this, for example. I don't have enough resources, but if I did, we could create this, this basically stops you from taking damage from the sun. You can place it down. It takes bones. That's what it consumes. We can build staircases. We have production. We need to build a simple workbench. So we need 8 planks. Well, how are we going to get our planks? We're going to go to refinement. And we need to craft a sawmill. So we're very close to doing that. So let's keep gathering some resources here so we can do that. All right. So now we have our sawmill up. I'm going to open this guy. And we're going to move some resources to that. So now I have enough planks to make a simple workbench. So we're going to craft this right now. Let me rotate that guy and place that down. So what the workbench allows us to do is it allows us to upgrade all of our equipment, which is super good. That's a good thing to have. I only have enough planks to upgrade one thing, and the spear is my biggest thing because it gives us 25% physical damage to creatures, so I'm going to upgrade that. So everyone, this has been hopefully a semi-quick guide video for Vrising. I know it's not super in-depth, it's pretty broad like I said earlier. But if you guys like this video, please leave a like on it, make sure to subscribe. I'm about to have a lot of very in-depth stuff coming out for this game. We have a video coming out that's just strictly on building. We have a video coming out on how to get all the different like V-Blood boss locations and what they drop and what they give you. And we also have a giveaway coming up for some Vrising keys. They'll be announced in a later video, so make sure you stick tuned for that as well. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.